Shalom, shalom, Yasharal, all praises and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the legmen feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, in sincerity and truth with this great gospel coming out of our Bible. Yeah, breaking news, man, breaking news. It says, mega divided. Are hurricanes God's wrath or deep state's weather weapon? Right, I'm reading it again, mega divided. Are hurricanes God's wrath or deep state weather weapons, right? Because what happened? The Lord visited these Edomites, right, with hurricanes, with storms, right? And what Edomites died, they lost, homes, whole cities wiped off the map. A lot of sundown towns went down, right? And it's a beautiful thing. And these devils, right, they arguing, they trying to figure out who did this. Was it the Most High? Was it God? Or was it the evil crackers who's in charge, right? Read it again. It says, mega divided. Are hurricanes God's wrath or deep state weather weapon? As millions of Americans deal with the devastating floods brought by Hurricane Helene, and Floridians prepare for a potential catastrophic Hurricane Milton. Far-right activists are disputing whether the storm are an instrument of God's wrath or a deep state weather weapon. Right? Is it God's wrath or deep state weather weapon? Scientists have long warned that climate change and warming seawater temperatures will bring increasingly powerful and destructive storms, but that explanation doesn't seem to hold much water for the climate change is a hoax crowd, right? Because it's a lot of people who ain't dealing with this global warming, right? That's Edomite bullshit, right? Who told you the weather's going to be the same forever? Especially when the Lord said he's going to visit this place with different storms, right? Let's get that verse. Isaiah 29:6, it says, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and flame of devouring fire, right? It didn't say global warming. Right, then say global warming. You got these Edomites who believe in fear. Who believe there is a God. They believe that there is a God, because these Edomites, they don't have the fear of the Lord. But some of them believe there is a God. Matter of fact, let's get that scripture. It's the book of James 2 verse 19. It says, Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. The devils also believe and tremble, right? Because these devils, been reading this Bible, right? These devils took over everything, right? They took over our church, the book, our Bible, right? And what they read in this book, man, the Lord is how can we say a terrible power, right? The Lord is vicious. The Lord is violent. When the Lord sends his angels to do something, what they accomplish what they were sent to do. Right, and we seen what these spirits are created for, what vengeance, right? The spirits of storms, fires have been spreading all through the west coast of California and China, where China been fucked up, right? China been so bad, they won't even put it, man, the Chinese media don't even report on how many motherfuckers done died in China due to different floods, right? Because the Lord said he's going to visit this place with these type of things. Read it says, on Tuesday, the mega prayer warriors at Intercessors for America posted a question on IF Facebook page. Is there a biblical reason for the storms we are seeing? Yes, it is, because it's time for a transition of kingdoms. Right, this is part of your takedown, right? The storms, the earthquakes, uproars of the people. Pretty soon it's going to be the pestilence. It's going to be the famine. That's the main thing that's going to get these people, that famine. Right? It says, because people are, all they care about is that stomach, a food. It says, IFA wrote that while it may not be the cause of storms, it is well worth asking the Most High, how have we offended you? Right? They offended the Lord because they're the wicked. Right? Their time of rulership is at an end. Right, the Lord set bounds that these devils cannot pass, and that's why these things are happening right now. The visitation upon these Edomites and the heathen nations, right? Revelation 12:12 said, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Yeah, they know their time is short. This devil know there's a God, and he believe and he tremble, right? Like the scriptures say, because what they had the scriptures, man. They took our scriptures and they've been reading these books. You got them Christian churches, the Bible Belt white crackers. You got other biblical scientific type crackers who break the Bible down into science, right? Trying to figure out everything. A lot of your so-called, what's these people excavate, go through the world excavating, taking things out of the land, whatever them fuckers' names are, right? What they use the Bible, right? When you go read, when you go back in history, where were they going? They were going in places, they were digging in places that linked with scriptures, right? They went to Sodom and Gomorrah. They went and found Lot's wife. They went and found what Noah's Ark, right? You see, they're in the Holy Land, right? They're digging in the Holy Land. There's one movie, man, they kept digging in the Holy Land at the same time when it was the end of the world, and these stupid-ass crackers went to Israel for a vacation. And the Lord unleashed everything on them. You even seen Leviathan in the movie, man. The movie went crazy. It went crazy. Some Edomites in Israel, and it was the last. It was that visitation, and it was over, boy. That was a nice movie. I'm gonna figure it out and put it on the comment board. But it says, Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Right, because the time is short, and we see its weather warfare has begun, right? And we know it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And also we know what the different technologies, we're not ignorant of what Satan's devices, right? Let's go to this, right? Satan has a machine called the HARP machine, right? Stands for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, a scientific initiative that studies the ionosphere, the highest part of Earth's atmosphere, the university Earth's atmosphere, right? And these devils know they ain't never left the Earth, talking about they went to the moon. You got movies debunking that bullshit, right? Because the Lord got something, that belt, that radiation belt around the Earth, nothing could come in, nothing could pass through, right? It says only the chariots of the Lord, right? It says that the University of Alaska, Fairbanks, has operated the HARP since 2015, right? When it was transferred from the United States Air Force, the HARP's primary instrument is the Ionospheric Research Instrument, IRI, a high-power radio frequency transmitter that can temporarily excite a limited area of the ionosphere, right? They said the highest parts of they could reach in the atmosphere, right? It says excite a limited area of ionosphere. Scientific use the HARP to study how ionosphere reacts to changing conditions by altering the density of the electrons in a specific region, right? So they'll point these fucking, look like some big ass satellites, whatever the fuck they are, right, into the skies. They'll radiate the heavens and wait for reaction, right? And wait for reaction. One thing I know about Satan, right? If Satan could use these weapons, how come they didn't use them to bring in more rain in California when it was fucking burning half the country, half the state, right? You got places in India where it's so fucking hot. These people be dying from the heat. How come they don't use that to cool it down, right? So Satan is not, Satan's devices is really a lot of science fiction bullshit, personally. That's how I feel, and I'm just speaking as a man, right? But here's the things that I know they can use, right? Things like earthquake weapons. It says there are few machines that can cause earthquakes or simulate them, including, it says, a tectonic weapon, a hypothetical device that could trigger earthquakes by creating a powerful charge of elastic energy in the Earth's crust. A nuclear explosion or electric pulse could then trigger the earthquake, right? They could set bombs in different places to cause earthquakes and tsunamis, right? We know how Satan operates, right? They got these motherfuckers working for these oil companies, right, out in the ocean. Have you ever seen one of them deep divers? Man, they deep in the ocean, man. Fucking burning, melting metal, trying to keep that establishment up, trying to keep the foundation of their oil rig up. And you see, man, these devils, they got the technology, right, to do what? Wickedness, the technology to make more money, right? Because everything goes back to making money. It says Nikola Tesla, earthquakes machine. A Tesla, a steam-powered reciprocating oscillator that could create electricity and vibrate a building, right? They got technology that could shake a building. Tesla claimed that the machine was powerful enough to cause earthquakes. No wonder Trump likes Elon Musk, right? It was never able to be used beyond the prototype stage. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This is the devil we talking about, man. We know they're using these things. It says the UT earthquake machine, a device built by the UT Institute of Geophysics that stimulates small-scale earthquakes in a lab, right? So these devils, they're working with these technologies. A machine with 5 T-Rex, a machine with 5 shakers that can generate surface waves similar to what? An earthquake. I'm reading the book of 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. For we are not ignorant of his devices. And one thing we know, Satan going, what's Satan about to do, man? Satan about to unleash death on you people in this society. Right? Satan, see, he's losing control, he's losing power. So what you gotta do, man? Get rid of these fucking people, man, who's against him. Right? But when Trump get back in, if Trump gets back in power, what you think? Trump gonna make the world great again? No, he gonna go after all the people who came against him. Right? He gonna go after all the people who came against him, all the people who was trying to get him locked up. He's gonna go against the migrants. I just put up a video on that. Right? He done already said it, man. Once I get in power, I'm giving the military power to be used in the Americas. The American military will be used on Americans. Read the book of Nahum 1 and 3. It reads, Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. Right? That's why the wicked is being visited with storms. Right? With different weather patterns. Right? And it's only going to get worse. It's going to be a tsunami that's going to come through and wipe out different spots on the coasts of America. Right? The scriptures talk about how this place, what it says, the beginning of sorrow. So we know things is only going to get much worse. Things is not going to get better. They talk about mega. Make America great again. That's some madness. And it's a good slogan. It's a good slogan, yeah. Like when they said, don't do drugs. Just say no. What happened? America said yes. America said yes to drugs. They didn't say no to drugs. So they're giving you these slogans knowing that it's going to go in the opposite direction. Right? It says, the Lord have his way in with the whirlwind and the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. And we see that the Lord gave authority over to Esau, Edom, to use his different technology, right? The weapons that this devil got to use on us. It ain't just a nuclear weapon, it ain't just a gun, it ain't just a knife, it's with weather weapons. Right? We're dealing with weather warfare. It's the book of Luke 21, verse 11. It reads, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Right? And what? And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. You're going to be sitting in the house, and that motherfucker going to start shaking. You're going to be in your project building, in your hood, in your home, chilling, relaxing, watching TV, relaxing, and thinking everything cooking, and then what, man? The motherfucking kitchen done fell through on your wife. Your kid's bedroom done fell through. Next thing you know, a big hole done opened up and sucked the whole fucking building. Now you in the earth screaming and dying, right? Because that's what's going to happen. A lot of motherfuckers, you ain't going to just die off the earthquake, man. They said motherfuckers, all they was hearing bodies until they couldn't hear no more. Right? And that's where these devils going to send in them dogs that could smell dead bodies. Right? Because that's what the scriptures talk about. Plus, a lot of you motherfuckers ain't even going to be buried. That's a lot of people, going to die, and that's going to be your final resting spot, right? It says, Luke 21 and 11, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from the heaven. I'm reading the book of Psalms 1. Let's start at 1. It says, O the Most High, thou hast cast us off, O Yahweh. Thou hast scattered us, thou hast been displeased. O turn thyself to us again. Thou hast made the earth to tremble, thou hast broken it. Heal the breaches thereof, for it shaketh. Thou hast showeth thy people hard things, thou hast made us to drink the wine of astonishment. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth, right? The banner is this gospel, right? We're going to push this gospel, man, to the people that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, but to everybody else is going to be what? Continual sorrows, right? It says that thy love, Salaki, that thy beloved may be delivered. That who? Thy beloved may be delivered, save with thy right hand and hear me. I'm going to read it again. That thy beloved may be delivered, save with thy right hand and hear me. The Most High have spoken in his holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and meats out of the valley of Scoff. Right? Because what's about to happen? Restoration. Deliverance. Right? We're going to be rejoicing while these people are going to be dying and crying and sighing for the tribulations that are happening. Right? Right? The Lord is going to turn it up. Right? The Lord going to turn it up, and the enemies of Israel about to be visited. Ecclesiasticus 40 verse 10. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came with the flood. For their sakes came the flood, right? There's going to be more floods. There's going to be more earthquakes. There's going to be more storms. There's going to be more hurricanes, right? Tornadoes, right? One motherfucker said, man, fuck Florida. I'm out of here. I've been down here for all these fucking years, and I can't take no more of this shit. Because, yeah, every year you're being visited of the Lord of hosts. But there's going to be a time the Lord going to make Florida what? Uninhabitable, unreturnable, right? You ain't going to return back to that motherfucker. Right? The Lord about to turn up on you wicked men. It says 2 Peter 3:7, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are what? Are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of what? Ungodly men. Ungodly men. That's who's being visited. Wicked people, wicked motherfuckers, man. Ungodly motherfuckers, man. They dying, they crying, and they complaining. They losing their jobs. They losing their family members. They're losing that happiness that they once have. And guess what? This is a good thing. This is a good thing. I'm going to read the book of Luke 21:36. It says, watch ye therefore. Yeah, we see what's happening. It's like these goddamn devils. They see what's happening. They saying, what? Is it the wrath of God? Or is it Esau's technology? So they know the devil's on bullshit. They know the Lord is upset. Right? What did he say in that one, man? Let's go back. It says, on Tuesday, the mega prayer warriors at Intercessors for America posted a question in the IFA Facebook page. Is there a biblical reason for the storms we are seeing? IFA wrote that while it may not be the cause of the storms, it is well worth asking the Most High, how have we offended you? Right? IFA linked to a past by K. Williams Koenig suggested that Helen and earlier destructive hurricanes were the result of the Most High's Yahweh, the God of Israel's fury. Right? The God of Israel, fury and wrath over the United Nations and the U.S. Pressure on Israel to secede control of the covenant land. In the case of Helen, Koenig wrote, the storm began as Israel's enemies were preparing their scathing anti-Israel speeches to the United Nations General Assembly while the Biden administration was continuing work on an Israeli-Hamas ceasefire deal. Right, when they shall say peace and safety, then comes sudden destruction, right? It says deal, and it was exerting pressure on Israel to comply. Koenig had previously made similar claims about Midwestern flooding in 2019 and the outbreak of the C-19, though he also claimed that the C-19 was God's judgment for the U.S. being so pro-LGBT. Right? So we see what's happening. These people see what's going on. They see, man, it's all biblically connected. Right? So Luke 21:36, it says, watch ye therefore, and pray always that you see, we got the name of the Lord. These devils, they're going to pray to Jesus. They're going to pray to Allah. They're going to pray to Buddha. They're going to pray to God. But they don't have the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. That name was not revealed to everybody. And even when we say that name come out sounding weird in their ears probably. They can't put it together. Right? It says, watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and stand before the Son of Man. Who's that ye? The elect of the children of Israel, man. Shalom.